China's economy is in serious trouble. President Xi's leadership is only part of the problem. In 2023, the U.S. economy vastly outperformed expectations. A widely predicted recession never happened. Many economists, though not me, argued that getting inflation down would require years of high unemployment. Instead, we've experienced immaculated disinflation, rapidly falling inflation at no visible cost. But the story has been very different in the world's biggest economy or second biggest. It depends on the measure. Some analysts expected the Chinese economy to boom after it lifted the draconian zero-COVID measures it had adopted to contain the pandemic. Instead, China has underperformed by just about every economic indicator other than official GDP, which supposedly grew by 5.2%. But there's a widespread skepticism about that number. Democratic nations like the United States rarely politicize their economic statistics. Although ask me again if Donald Trump returns to office, but authoritarian regimes often do. And in other ways, the Chinese economy seems to be stumbling. Even the official statistics say that China is experiencing Japan-style deflation and high youth unemployment. It's not a full-blown crisis, at least not yet, but there's a reason to believe that China is entering an era of stagnation and disappointment. Why is China's economy, which only a few years ago seemed headed for world domination, in trouble? Part of the answer is bad leadership. This, in short, isn't a nation that can productively invest 40% of GDP. Something has to give. Now, these problems have been fairly obvious for at least a decade. Why are they only becoming acute now? Well, international economists are fond of citing Dobzhansky's law. The crisis takes a much longer time coming than you think, and then it happens much faster than you would have thought. What happened in China's case was that the government was able to mask the problems of inadequate consumer spending for a number of years by promoting a gigantic real estate bubble. In fact, China's real estate sector became insanely large by international standards. But bubbles eventually burst. To outsider observers, what China must do seems straightforward: end financial repression and allow more of the economy's income to flow through. China's economy is in serious trouble.